I felt a bit silly, low on confidence. I would try and initiate a conversation and I couldn't maintain the
So you
conversation.
did.
Felt pretty sort of defeated by it.
Did you ever think that you were the problem?
So I felt I was the problem, yeah.
So your level of confidence after 2 years trying Duolingo and videos and books that you also mentioned, on a scale from 1 to 10, what was it?
It was 2.
What about now?
Yeah, I would say 7 out of 10. I've gone from a
Okay.
2 to a 7. This is actually taking a proper step to learning a language, not like a lazy version using an app. I feel a lot more confident than I did. So when I go into the office, I try and speak to them in Spanish, and I get further than I did 6 months ago.
What do you think about the community, the students that are there around you?
It's a really, really good community to be part of. I can't see me not being part of it.
Hola Andy,
Hola.
¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú?
Muy bien, muy bien, muy bien. Okay, Andy. So, well, I just want to have a natural, normal chat with you for you to tell me your honest impressions and opinions on your learning journey with us. Okay. So, first of all, Andy, who are you and why did you want to learn Spanish and why do you want to learn Spanish?
I'm Andy. I'm from the northwest of England. And for someone that didn't learn Spanish ever in school, I wanted to learn Spanish because I go to Spain quite regularly because I love the country, I love the history. And I just thought that my experience would be enhanced if I could speak a good standard of Spanish. I've also got aspirations to go to South America one day, so I feel that I would need to have a good level of Spanish.
Okay. When did you first decide that you wanted to learn Spanish?
Um, well, I'd never done it before, and I bought myself a book. I had a look on YouTube. I used the internet to see if there was, shall we say, quick ways of learning Spanish. Um, and I got the app Duolingo because I've been learning French on it. But because I had a prior knowledge to French, a lot of the stuff I learned on the app came back to me. However, I didn't have prior knowledge of Spanish, so I thought in my wisdom that if I learned Spanish through an app, then I might be able to speak it. But I felt that I worked out pretty early on this wasn't the case through speaking to people I know in Spanish or trying to speak to them in Spanish. So I felt that I needed to learn Spanish properly.
Why do you think Duolingo is not enough to learn to speak Spanish?
Um, because it's a memory game, isn't it? Really, I think you have to be exercising the knowledge that you've gained. So that means you need to be speaking it. You need to be interacting. Um, and I've experienced in France. I kind of found that with a friend's family. They're French. They don't speak a lot of English. And if you've got the prior knowledge and you know a little bit, then you can take it so far. But like I said, I didn't have that prior knowledge in Spanish before, so I was starting from scratch. So the knowledge that I'd got from Duolingo Spanish over the course of about 2 years, I felt that
Yes, on Duolingo.
I thought I might be able to take that on holiday and use some of it with locals. But I found out pretty quickly that my vocabulary skills were very limited, and it just made situations awkward because I would try and initiate a conversation and I couldn't maintain the
So
conversation.
you did try. You were on Duolingo for a couple of years, and you did try to speak on one of your trips to Spain. And how did it go?
Yeah, so I went to Spain. I went to Madrid and Valencia within a month of each other, and I didn't need it for Madrid. But when I spoke to some of the taxi drivers in Valencia, the conversation started in good faith, but we then had to use the translator app to communicate with each other.
Yeah.
So that was the reality of knowing that I actually needed to learn Spanish properly
How
to be
did you
able to get to the level that I wanted to be at.
how did you feel back then after 2 years trying with apps, with videos? You go with kind of illusion and excitement, like, oh, I'm gonna try and speak Spanish, and then you see that the conversation finishes straight away. How did that feel?
I felt a bit deflated. I'd gone out to Spain thinking I can have a bit of confidence and I can try and communicate with people. But yeah, when I tried to do that and I found myself limited, I felt a bit silly, low on confidence, and also discovering that you can't really learn fluency from an app, a daily app.
Did
So
you?
yeah, I felt pretty sort of defeated by it.
Okay. Did you ever think that you were the problem?
Uh, I suppose, I suppose, yeah, because I'd thought that this app that had helped me so well in France, and speaking French would transfer over to Spanish. So I when I was speaking to the locals in Spain or trying to speak to the locals in Spain, um, I felt like, are they being rude? Am I not making sense? So I felt I was the problem. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Okay. So your level of confidence after 2 years trying Duolingo and videos and books that you also mentioned, on a scale from 1 to 10, what was it?
It was
A 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10. Yeah.
Okay. Then we met. You met me on Instagram, I guess.
Yep.
What was your first impression before we even spoke, if you remember?
Yes. So I looked at some of your content, and I think your kind of mission statement was that to learn Spanish, you need to be doing Spanish. Reading through books and doing one-off sessions, you know, so I did a one-off session at work, for example, and that wasn't great either. And doing apps aren't gonna help you become fluent in Spanish. You need to be speaking it, therefore you need to be out of your comfort zone, and you need to be learning. So it kind of gave me a different perception of learning a language. And obviously, I'd not learned a language since school, which is many years ago now. So yeah, I was curious when I saw the content and kind of what you were saying. And after that Valencia trip, it kind of made sense.
Okay, okay. And so we met, we had that very first meeting. When we had that meeting, did you have all the confidence in us, in me, in the plan, in everything straight away? Or you were still like, this sounds good, but I don't know if this is going to work out?
I was I'm quite optimistic, so I was just curious to see how it would go. You seem to ask a lot of questions on understanding where I was at the time or what my experience with learning a language had been before. So that showed me that you were committed to investing time in me and understanding what I wanted out of this and what the stumbling blocks were. So so yeah, I knew from our first call that you guys were committed, and then when I saw the material come through, and sort of the fact that you had a very busy diary with different calls every day, I knew that I had to be committed as well. But I think I was going to be committed anyway because this is actually taking a proper step to learning a language, not like a lazy version using an app.
Because you had never had a tutor before, right?
No, no, I hadn't. No.
Okay, okay. Do you remember how you felt in your very first lesson with us?
It feels like a long time ago now. I knew it was fun. It was definitely fun. There was a certain energy about it that it was kind of like the learning aspect of it would be fun, it would be modern. Um, so yeah, I think it was when you started showing the different worksheets and documents. I was like, wow, you prepare all of this in between doing the lessons that you do. So I was impressed. Yeah, very impressed.
Okay, impressed in a good way or impressed as in overwhelmed?
Oh no, no, impressed in a good way. Yeah,
Okay.
I knew that the material was there. It was in depth. It was thorough, and if the lessons and the calls were going to be fun, then I knew it wouldn't be. It wouldn't feel like a chore. I wouldn't be overwhelmed. It would be fine.
Okay. How have you felt during the lessons?
I felt good. Yeah, there have been some weeks where early on I might have taken a lot of knowledge in, and then feel like I don't know what to say, and then there's been other lessons where things have just kind of clicked into place, and
Clicks, right?
yeah, that still happens now though, but obviously I'm learning more, so it's getting getting harder, but the lessons have been really good. Yeah, and the people that I've met on the lessons are all great and are all really nice.
What do you think about the community, the students that are there around you?
Um, I'm surprised at how near some of them are, because I thought this was a well, it is a global operation, but yeah, I think they're all really nice. We're all driving towards the same goals. We all want to do well. A lot of us have got um, similar interests, and there's different ages, different people from different backgrounds. So it's a really, really good community to be part of. I really like it.
Okay.
I can't see me not being part of it.
How important is for you to have a community around you that are doing the same thing as you with the same obstacles, the same difficulties, the same objectives?
Um, it's really important. So I kind of thrive on a community aspect, whether it's learning a language or whether it's the gym or whether it's just doing an interest that you're all working towards. It's really good at sort of building friendships and things like that, and the different perspectives that you experience in the community make you think differently or make you see things another way, etc. So, yeah, it's really important. But I've always found this community to be really positive, um, really nice. And although there are challenges in learning a language, we all seem to have fun. There's nothing but positivity.
Okay, amazing. Andy, how confident do you feel now to face conversations with people in Spanish?
I feel a lot more confident than I did. Um, I work with a couple of people who are Spanish speakers, so that helps. So when I go into the office, I try and speak to them in Spanish, and I get further than I did 6 months ago.
Oh,
Um,
oh, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, I'm back. Continue, go on.
Yeah, I'm a lot more confident than I was. I purposely, whenever I text my cousin, I make a point of texting him in Spanish. He's half Spanish, so he speaks Spanish. So yeah, any opportunity outside of the lessons in the community that I can use Spanish, I try and use it and try and make it my mission to make sense of it. And obviously, a translate tool in certain apps helps, but you know.
Okay, amazing. On that very scale from 1 to 10, that when we started, you felt at a 2. What about now?
Well, I've not been back over to Spain since, but I would say confidently, I would say 7 out of 10. I've gone from a
Okay.
2 to a 7. So I did speak a little bit of Spanish when I was away in Canada a couple of months ago, and I got positive reviews for it. So that gave me confidence. So
What did
yeah,
people tell
10 out of
you? What were you told?
10. I was wearing a Columbia shirt, so I think the person in the bicycle shop thought that I was from that neck of the woods. But I said to him in Spanish that I am from England, but I speak a little bit of Spanish. And then when I brought the bike back, I sort of had the confidence to have a bit more of a conversation with him, and he was quite impressed because I don't think he sort of expected it, and when it came out of my mouth, I didn't really expect it either. So yeah, it was a more of a memorable interaction than just speaking English.
Okay, so you surprised both him and yourself by speaking Spanish at that point. Okay, amazing,
Yeah,
Andy.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's it. The last question is, what is the thing that you value the most about everything that we do?
Um, I think what I value the most
What you
is
find the most useful, the most valuable?
yeah, being part of a community for me, and being having the opportunity to speak to natives of Spain. I think that's a really good thing because there are different dialects, and it really helps with listening skills.
Mhm.
Um, I also think the way that the documents are structured. So we talk about routine, we talk about restaurants and bars, we talk about sports, but then we also have exams after each section, and we're also talking about past tense. And I think what I value is how approachable my teacher Blanca is. If I have any concerns, I can just ask her the question, not feeling like if I feel I should know something, I can just ask her directly, and we can go over anything that is a challenge or any misunderstandings. Um, so yeah, I just view how sort of accessible everything is. If we need help, everything is accessible. I can reach out to you. I can reach out to Blanca. I can reach out to some of the students, and it makes things less daunting. And yeah, it just kind of helps with the understanding.
Hey, amazing. Now that you bring Blanca up, how would you describe Blanca to someone who doesn't know her?
Um, I would describe her as fun, very knowledgeable, um, very friendly, very kind. But her knowledge of English and Spanish is very, very good. Um, and she's kind of young and current, and she can be a bit silly. So it all makes the lessons seem like a positive event as opposed to just like a school lesson kind of thing.
Absolutely. For me, fun and knowledgeable, whenever you're learning and having fun, that's where the magic happens.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. And I think that's why I've been doing it for so long, and I aim to continue doing it
yeah.
each week because I, I wouldn't like to not be involved in it. So I'm very glad that that day that I signed up to it, and I've continued to do it.
Okay. Amazing. Andy, is there anything else you want to add?
Well, just a big thank you for you for all the work that you do. I know that you never rest. You're always doing calls. You're always creating documents, and even for the workshops, your time is valuable, and you really put all of your energy into to what you deliver. So just a big thank you from me, really, for what you're doing.
Thank you as well, Andy, for your commitment, your time, the intention, and the effort. We really, really mean it. Andy, thank you very much for this interview. I'm sure it will be very clarifying and inspiring for students who want to do this. So, yes, thank you. And I'll see you very soon.
No problem. Thank you very
Venga,
much.
Andy, nos
Speak
vemos. Un
soon.
abrazo. Chao.
Hasta luego.
Adiós.